I forgot to plug the light in. Fuck's sake. Oh my god, they're so loud. There we go. Wondering why that wasn't working. Sup, Philip? Oh my god. Quick little warm up. Let's make sure this is working. Yep. Yep. Alright. The fact I can hear them through my headphones is crazy work. Hello? Music? Music? Ah, there we go. It was just really quiet for some reason. We are live. Oh my god. No need to have that plugged there now. Ding, ding. You. Hi, Alma. You. Suck Quibs. I know. After many years, he's returned. Many long years. I can't change this on here. Why? Live streaming on YouTube will always be the most absolute convoluted thing on the face of the fucking planet. And there will be no changing that ever, I don't think. How are you? I'm fine. I just did legs. I pretty much prepped everything I need to. I've even got the whole fucking thing set up. So we're vibing. The recent chapters of Shadow Sleep have literally been the wildest ones since the Forgotten Shore. Lore drop after lore drop, hype after hype. Praise Noctis. That's good. I love hearing that. We love to fucking see it. By the way, music. Music too loud, by the way? I'll turn myself up just in case. For anyone asks, tuna, prawns, salmon, rice and eggs, soy sauce, and a couple of seasonings for the fish. Gotta get that protein in. First ever live reading ever. Wow. Oh yeah. You weren't here for the like live reading of God, what did I read live? What is it that I read live ages ago, like last year? I think it was Black Clover. I think it was Black Clover that I read live last year. That was fun. That was a that was a fun time because I had been like 100 chapters behind last year. Oh my god. Praise the Lord of the Mysteries. I've got the second book. Speaking of which, because this isn't like dual streaming on TikTok as well, so Ken won't even be here. I started rereading Red Rising anytime I go down to Chester. It's just not that good. Today, low-key chaotic, setting up my Discord server while planning chapter 5. Oh, for your web novel? Love to fucking see it. I still need to read Ken's. We'll read Ken's live. And then post the clips on TikTok and see him shit himself a bit. I'd say hop in his Patreon, but that'd be scummy. That'd be doing too much. Ooh, I'm peeking. Why am I peeking? I should not be peeking. There we go. I only read the first 2,000 chapters. Only. Hey, you're 1,300 chapters ahead of me. Yeah, Quibs is a good one. Quibs doesn't really spoil anything, Alma. So we're in good hands. Also, we fucking with the jacket? But just like 2 weeks ago. After being fucking ramsacked by work. I'm not gonna say anything, Joshua's here after all. Amen, amen, amen. Making sure I don't have any message notifications because I turn my phone off. Important messages, to be specific. Lovely, Angel. Alright, rude. Anything to say about Shadow Slave ISA? Spoilers, basically. So I'm gonna keep my Shadows. I'm gonna shut up on Shadow Slave's stuff. Cool Jack, I got 5k views on web novel. Pretty cool, I guess. Hell yeah, 5k. We love to see it. Alright. Plan today is to probably read about 20 chapters. So that's 2 videos. 2 short videos at the very least. I'm not gonna record the shorts live. I'm stupid, not that dumb. I'm stupid, not that dumb. If we read more, we read more. Because apparently this is like the whole war section of the second nightmare. From what I've been told. And yeah, pretty much. Suspicions, because I've had a lot of time. And when I mean a lot of time, I mean anytime I'm at work, working in the back bar. Because yes, we have 2 bars. I write in this. And this has all the little Shadow Slave thoughts so far. I haven't done Volume 4 yet. Because I'd need to finish that before I write down any synopsis on shit. This music's ass. Okay, yeah, fine, whatever. Heartbroken was the first Lord of the Forgotten, sure. Don't let me sleep well. He was either a divine aspect or just him. I much prefer if he was just him. I'll say that now. I think he was just that fucking guy. Same with everybody else that was dealing with that shit. Also, we got the gender of a character who was introduced in the Forgotten Shore recently confirmed. The gender of somebody that was recently confirmed? Who the fuck is that the Forgotten Shore that we don't know the gender of? I legitimately don't know. That'd be funny though. If he did, he probably would have gotten 7 cores before questing. Yeah, pretty much. Anyway. Ding ding ding, bitch. Blood of the fucking moon. Alright, let's just do this. Just so I have chat there as well. You watched the Shadow Slave Mama info? No, I've seen the images though. They look very fucking cool. Huh? What are you saying? Oh, I'll go. I'll go before it closes. No one dared to speak for a few moments. Oh, wait. This is why I should watch my own videos. His brother... Oh, yeah. The one, the, like, stone golem. Stone? Iron golem guy. Let the child be a child. Okay, Ark, what are we doing? Ark, the fuck? Okay. It's gonna be weird then. He moved his chair. You know who Noctis kind of reminds me of? Noctis kind of, very, very faintly reminds me of, like, Shillin from Heaven's Official Blessing. He's got a cockiness, he's got an arrogance to him. But he takes it way too personally. And I fuck with that. It's really, really funny. Noctis wasn't even that old for transcendent standards. Yeah, but, like, 1,000 years is 1,000 years, isn't it? He's still old as fuck. There's 3 witnesses. The first one is this floor. He's incredibly powerful during the day. Yeah. Pretty much the opposite of Noctis. His brother. Yeah, we found... Fuck off. Ark? Why is it doing that? Why? I'll swap the chrome, bitch. Don't tempt me. Okay. Yeah, and the city we knew about. Because he was more than willing to just eat his people, which they were doing willingly, right? Present. Quiz, we need think of a font to explain power scaling for the nightmare creatures if Joshua doesn't understand this. I mean, I'll get a grasp of it. Shouldn't be that difficult. Also, don't forget to like the stream. So YouTube knows how to push this shit. I like streaming. It's fun. Yeah, I can't lie. This is a batshit insane idea. I fuck with it. This is an idea I fuck with. The fact Sonny doesn't fuck with this is kind of stupid, though. This seems very much up his alley. I am the blood of the moon, base god, god of hunters. That's tough. That's tough. Gotta give it to him. That's tough. gotta fuck with Noctis there. Goddamn. All right, boy. I know he was very confident in his abilities to kill everybody, bare mind Sylvain. But that's good. Isn't Shadow Slave written in English? Predominantly. It hasn't. It has been 15 minutes. Anyway, welcome, Magic Cobb. dirt, insects, the fashion. Oh, the hotter. Yeah, we could have suspected that though. Sylvain's flaw! Finally, learn what the fuck this flaw is. Sylvain's flaw is perhaps the most cruel. She is cursed with vulgating beauty. Being with her... Oh, that's terrible. Oh, what the fuck? Oh! Don't make me feel bad for Sylvain. What the fuck? What? Yeah, but I'm from Argentina. Hi from Argentina. But we talk Spanish in the Demon of Diamond translation, or Damio, and the Fate and Destined. That's just a flaw? Oh yeah, we don't really know her aspect either. Still, this flaw is fucked. This is the worst flaw we've seen all day. All of Shadow Slave even. That's insane. The Sun Punch flaw, well, it doesn't matter anymore now that he's encased in steel monstrosity and almost mindless. Oh, that's great. I guess we just don't need to know what the fucking Prince's flaws then. Ah, yes. What a... Let me fucking highlight it, bitch. What a simple task. Just fight an army in two. As you do. What the fuck? Just fight an army. I love that. Well, to be fair, they did that recently. They did that just to get... What knife was it? The glass knife. And they were fighting all of Sylvain's, like, old warriors, right? Some people you've met have worse flaws. Some people have worse flaws? I mean, the only flaw I can properly think of that's, like, actually terrible, that isn't Sylvain's, is, Cassie starves her. Like, she loses her strength if she gets hungry. Her strength and her hunger correlate, so she starves quickly, so that's pretty bad. Effie, not Cassie. But speaking of Cassie, she goes fucking blind. That's pretty bad. Caster makes him age whenever he uses his aspect ability. That's pretty bad. Yeah, Castus is actually really bad if he didn't have his little chime that stopped, like, the negative effects of his flaw from working. Says as he's eating. Hey, I'm a hungry boy. I'm 96 kilograms and 6 foot. And I work out religiously. Of course I'm fucking hungry, okay? I love his confidence here. Sylvain and the Sun Prince? Yeah, it shouldn't take me too long. I think you'll manage. That's a level of cocky and arrogance you kind of need from a man who's going to lead the charge on killing immortal men. Yeah, alright, Cassie's aspect, her flaw isn't too bad, but thinking about it, like, being blind is fucking sucks, especially if you, like seeing beforehand. Like, imagine if she liked reading. Yeah, but that's the issue. He was a fucking sleeper. So him rapidly aging as he used his ability is pretty fucking bad. Yeah, that is the question. Where the fuck is Mordred? We've not seen him once this entire volume. We know he took out the lady in the north, and that's it. The VOD will be available later, don't worry. You've also not missed much yet. We're finally using the fucking shadows correctly. We're finally using the shadows fucking correctly. Did he? What made you start streaming your read-through? Oh, because all I was doing was working and playing Dark Souls. And at any time I thought about reading, I hated the idea. So I thought streaming it with people would be a lot more fun. At least on the YouTube side of things. The YouTube audience, typically better than the TikTok one, because the TikTok one is just riddled with spoilers like 9 times out of 10. Quibs can atone for this. Both times I played Dark Souls on fucking stream, people were spoiling the shit out of me, and it was exclusively the TikTok side of things. Also, we're finally using the shadows correctly. Thank fuck. Why hasn't he been doing this beforehand? Me after using 99% of my energy in writing? Fair. It's why I go Chester. I go Chester, go to a cafe, write in this, maybe I read a little bit of a Game of Thrones or Red Rising, and then I'll be good. What did they spoil? Good question. I'm very good at forgetting spoilers, thankfully. if Quibs or Red will come in chat or some shit, and one of them will be like, "Don't read that comment, that was a spoiler," I'll be like, "Oh, okay." Turn off. It's also been like weeks since I've had to like properly sit down and think about my audience, so there's been that. Nope, I did not mean to do that. Red Rising mentioned. Oh, don't get me started. I've not been enjoying it. I'm on my second read of Red Rising. It's just not that fun. I saw an anime called Black Clover. I almost lost my hearing as it has green. Red Rising, the first book. I'm not on Golden Sun or the Crest one. I want to read Golden Sun because Ken vouches for it heavily. No. Don't do that! That's fucking mean. But hey, you love to see this though. Alright, Sonny's finally using his shadows correctly. Love to see it. How late am I? We've only read one chapter. We've just been talking, dog. I started Mother of Learning. Never heard of it. Sounds fun though. Yeah. But Sonny finally using his shadows apart from himself that isn't just jumping bitches. Smart. Hunt weaker nightmare creatures. Damn, that is a large fucking range to have shadow control for. Shit. Yeah, that has to be fucking weird for him. Not being able to see out your shadows anymore is... Ugh, that must feel fucking weird, especially after gaining them. I feel like Nephis is a bit glossed over because she is a bit of a robot. I don't like Nephis at all. Now she's just playing the boring guy. I have a problem. I really need to read Continuous Nexus, but I can't find the books. Find online then. My spoon. Oh, that was one thing someone in TikTok chat spoiled. I completely forgot about that. Someone spoiled to me that Nephis can get stronger by absorbing soul shards and killing nightmare creatures. Someone spoiled that for me. I forgot about that. So originally her being a tyrant sounded fucking stupid. Now it makes a lot of sense. The thing is about his feature attribute, it is too risky for him to send him away alone, whether the condition presented with. That's not a spoiler. You see it in the Forgotten Shore. No, she figures out, like, why Sunny doesn't take the soul shards. But it's never explicitly said, ever, that she also doesn't need to absorb soul shards. Because we see her absorb them. We know she gets strong extremely fucking quickly. She never verbatim says it, though. The only time we even get, like, that idea... Fucking focus on me, cunt. Is when she kills the gunlock. My aspect is something similar. I must have just fucking blacked out when I read that part, then. Because I don't... I only remember her calling it out. Chapter 65? I thought I was like in the middle of the Forgotten Shore. That's what I'm thinking of it. When she calls him up for it. Alright, fair enough. That's a trio? Yeah. I remember. Trust me, I fucking remember those 30 chapters. Whew. Chapter 71, the most important chapter in the entire series. I think I have chapter 71 wrote down as, like, a thing in my notes. You need moderation or something like that? No, not yet. I feel like if I ever average like 20 viewers on here, then maybe, but I don't think we'll get to that point anytime soon. Also, not hearing anything for a long while, and the first thing you hear is Fallen Monster slain. Shadows are slacking. It's the chapter where he gets blood wave. Oh, yeah. Where he goes through like excruciating pain. I forgot about that. 2 weeks. Fucking. Oh, would that be 3 weeks total? I'm assuming just 2. You kept one fucking thing from the Colosseum? And that was the Emerald Flute? Sonny, brother in Christ. I know there's trial and error, but fuck me. Alright, see you later, Alma. Thanks for popping in. Get this fucking advertisement music out of here, dog. Fucking ass. Yeah. I have that entire description wrote down in my laptop notes specifically. I should probably open up my laptop and start writing down notes. Because I'll forget this shit. He's rediscovering the type of sorcery that only the strongest demons could use. Give him a break. I mean, like, yeah. I mean, you're right. Still gonna call him out on it. I just realized my camera's like really fucking high up. I have it burned into my memory, like nightmare descriptions. Fair. It is like really fucking important. Hey, go back to pretty much to the beginning of the Chained Isles. Not the not strongest of diamonds. Debatable. Just a diamond. Who we consider the strongest. I mean, yeah, to a point. These Dreadwolves are fucked. If Eddie's struggling with... if Effie's struggling with them, they're fucked. Woohoo! He finally did it, baby. He's out of the fucking... what is it? Devil Zone? Your shadow is overflowing with power. It's time for him to become a devil. I can't explain because Joshua is here. Yeah, my bad. My apologies for not being caught up. The devil, you know. I feel like it's a bit ironic that Sonny's becoming a devil and he's out to go slaughter fucking hundreds of thousands of people. And a couple of immortals. Sylvain, he's gonna kill Sylvain, but, you know. Still ironic. You know, let's stick with this track. Because this track doesn't make me want to fucking bleed from my eardrums. That's a... What a weird combination of events that happened to Sonny. Upgrading, pretty painful. Gaining the blood of a demon, or a diamond, horrendous. Pretty fucking painful. We have a whole chapter of him just being in pain, pretty much. But looking into fate... Yo, what's up? He's becoming a demon right now, or what? Amen. Yeah, he is. Jack from the block.
Is that a Cassie profile picture?
I can't tell what profile picture it is. Can I see it here?
Yeah, that's a Cassie profile picture if I've ever seen it.
I didn't want to say anything. Fuck off. I didn't want to say anything. Or, you know, being next to the sun, a couple of them, you'd think that hurt, especially since it hurts the soul. Sonny is so fucking lucky. Yeah. Yeah, but he's a devil, not demon. No. Sonny being a devil. Your shadow is taking shape. Oh, it gets more intense the higher up it goes. Yeah, okay. I feel like, alright. That makes sense, but it doesn't. I get he is getting stronger, and he is accumulating more souls, therefore getting stronger. I feel like the pain would be kind of numb at this point. Like, it's just the same kind of pain. Just for, what, the third time? How many calls does he have? 4? This is 4th soul core? Soul damage doesn't hurt? Yes, it fucking does. The fuck? It hurts, it's excruciating. The 3 times Sonny gets hit by soul damage, it hurts like a bitch. It gets worse every time because it rips his soul apart more. Each core progressively gets stronger. Ah, got you. 4? Yeah, I thought so. As it requires more fragments to build. Yeah, fair. I'm running out of food. But I can't eat anymore because I'm not on a cut. Objectively, I'm not. I'm trying to get stronger. Just trying to be smart with my food. What the fuck? Is he here? Is he finally here? About damn time. Yeah, it's worse than physical pain. Yeah. Humans aren't supposed to have... Wait. Oh, that's fucked. Oh, because he's a nightmare creature and he gets struck. That's fucking cool. The fact he's probably gotten taller and more muscular. Mordred. Is Mordred here? For a few moments he had a... Oh, never mind. I misread. After 2,000 chapters, we still don't know what the Vine aspect gives 7 fucking calls. That's cringe. I'll say it, that's cringe. I misread it. Excuse me, I thought Mordred was here. Because I'm so used to Mordred just talking to Sunny in his head that when I heard a childlike voice was talking, my brain was like, Mordred in a body! No. Me being dumb. Fuck me, 3 meters. How tall is that? That's like... I don't know. I can't convert meters into feet. That's the wrong kind of meter. Yeah, almost fucking 10 feet tall. Fuck me, Sonny. He a tall boy. Nah, it's Effie. Yeah. Because we sure as hell don't know anyone else who has 7 fucking calls in the past. Oh god, Quips has gone one today. How tall is Effie? She's like 6'2", isn't it? Not everyone is. Well, Sunny does, but it's the sound everyone feels when they're talking to me. It's fucking great. Huh. A noble and galliot despite being the exact copy of the other shadow. A 6'4" muscle memory. Hypocrite, disgusting, abhorrent, disdainful, abomination. Hi, Armor. I wonder if corrupted people can have more cores. I mean, by assumption, probably. Horsey, gloomy. Yeah. Alright, so there's 4 personalities. There's gloomy, there's happy. What can you call the first one? He isn't angry. Arrogant. He's just arrogant. All of those are titles Nephis has. Lost. Lost. Gloomy was the first shadow. Oh yeah, I guess we can call it gloomy. Second, happy. Third one's just kind of depressed, isn't it? That's kind of just the vibe of the guy. And this one's noble. Third is fucking haughty. Alright, my English is bad. What the fuck does haughty mean? Yeah, okay. Okay, so I wasn't far off with prideful. I always come back. Good. Oh, then the creepy shadow appeared. Oh my god, the fucking things are on screen. Back then, the creepy shadow appeared. It lost the staring contest to gloomy shadow. The haughty shadow, however, did not seem impressed even a little bit. Okay. Haughty, gloomy, creepy, and happy. Right. Oh, fuck it. Holier than thou, better than that. Then. Don't forget to like the stream. So YouTube knows that this channel isn't dead. Oh god, there's 2 of them now. Sunny, sunless, lost from light, awakened, devil, shadow cores, 4 out of 7. Shadow fragments, 0 out of 4,000. It's about time he became the fucking beast. Where's my water? How much water do we even have left? Not a lot. Soul Serpent, Ascended, Devil, Shadow Guide, Soul Weapon, Soul Beast. I still need to see this fuck-ass snake turn into something. I low-key need classified monsters in my novels, but Shadowslave fucking had taken all the good names, both Devil and Demon, Titan, rah. Nothing says you can't copy them, you can just rearrange the order a little bit. It does later, much later. Fuck my life. He needs to let this snake transform into something. Serpentine Steel, Soul Reaver, Grace of the Ship. What the fuck? Yeah. Okay, formless. When a soul beast formed, a serpent can assume the shape of any shadow contained within its master's soul, inheriting all the powers and abilities. The shadow must be the same rank or lower and class than the soul serpent for the transformation to take place, and won't be consumed in the process. Ah! Right then. It could probably become the Centaurian or the Mimic. The Mimic was giving him a fucking trouble. You could probably turn into that by now. That was a devil, right? Right? I think so. I think the Mimic was a devil. Could be wrong. Could just be completely fucking misremembering. Way back. The Shadow Gang's back together. The Mimic was a fallen devil, yes. The Mimic was just suited against Sunny. Yeah, but a devil's still a fucking devil, no? Still be handy to have. That's a handy ass ability. Oh, fuck off. That's a handy ass ability. Especially for Shadow Step. Shadow Sleeve Money Gang. Sunny would be weaponless if he had made Serpent a devil. Oh yeah, he really doesn't have a good weapon now, does he? I didn't really think of that. I mean, whilst he's a monster, he doesn't really need a weapon. It's handy. He has 4 arms. Having Soul Serpent turn into, you know, big ass staff or a bow or some shit, like, useful. But he's a 4-armed monster too. That turned 10 feet fucking tall. Doesn't he still have the Tadachi from the Forgotten Shore, or is that useless now? Cruel Sight. He stopped using the Tadachi because it just wasn't that great against certain nightmares. Like, certain nightmare creatures. He does have Cruel Sight. He does have Cruel Sight. That I think still has, like, the sun. Like, the Sun God's energy in it, right? So, yeah, yeah. Sunny cares about his nails for real. And Cruel Sight's like 2 fucking weapons. It's a sword and, oh god, what the fuck's... Not a halberd. The fuck's that weapon called? It's not a halberd. Cruel Sight has the Divine Flame still in it. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, exactly. Let the snake turn into a devil. Or whatever the fuck he needs it to turn into. This haughty guy's gonna be fucking annoying. That's not fun. A spear? Is it just a spear? It has soul damage, but the flame does physical and soul. So, are people here reading the red novel or caught up? Cause, how do y'all remember this? A fair amount of people in the chat are like fully caught up, but I think most of us are still like very, very far behind. Not as far behind as me, clearly, but still. By the way, I'm gonna read this and then quickly skedaddle to the shop and back. We need milk. It just sticks. 3 times? You remember everything you read? Even 90% is still better than like most. I write everything down. These fuckers. I read this with TTS. First round was around 2500, then the 2800s, which is when G3 took his break, right? Saint's goated. Saint's like very fucking strong, and I will never ever underestimate this fucking stone bitch. It's like Maharaga's bullshit. Saint was Saint. In any case, she was going to heal and recover much faster. Amen. Gotta love a bitch. Haughty Shadow, ignore the stairs. God, having 4 shadows in a new monster body must feel fucking euphoric. That must feel so good. Just, I've gotten 4 times stronger. How elating. I love the imagery G3 does with Noctis's home and Noctis's surroundings, showing the mental state he's kind of in, like the house being more cracked up, like shit's missing, he's meditating to like keep himself calm. All just to show this man is fucking losing it. Such a like low-key underutilized segment of the story I think I don't talk about enough is G3's will building when it correlates to the characters around him. It's all gone to shit, yeah. It's starting. Also, what a crazy list of shit to do. Gavin and I start a war against the Ivory City and the Red Colosseum, kill all of the Chain Lords, defy the Lord of Light, break the will of the gods, release the Demon of Desire, and let her out of her prison. And have a cup of tea. I'm second thought, have the cup of tea first. A cup of tea. I miss the days when I was lazy and I'd just read Shadowslave consecutively. Now I have to be creative. Yeah, being creative takes a lot more effort than people, well, presume. Anyway. Don't cry. Just yet. I don't know if I'm allowed to do this or not. Like, at all. But I feel like I should just... Should I just get up? I don't know how to do this. I have no idea what to fucking throw on. I have no idea what to throw on. I'm leaving for like 10 minutes. I am. I'm leaving for like 10 minutes and then I'm coming back. Fuck it, I'll just end stream. I'll end stream, I'll come back. Just refresh in 10 minutes. You should be good. Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck it, fuck it, fuck it. You can watch this. I like Alt Shift X. I don't know if y'all watch Alt Shift X. No. 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 Fuck my life. Well, what? Here's how we're doing this.
At the start of Game of...
Jesus Christ. Just get the bollocks off me. Capture window. Alright. I'll be back in like 10 minutes, chat. I'll turn off the music too. 10 minutes.
Thrones. Jaime Lannister is like an R-rated version of Shrek's Prince Charming. He's an arrogant, selfish, violent knight who roots his sister and tries to murder a child. Jaime's a bad guy, and it looks like author George Martin originally planned to keep him that way. In an old outline of the series, written before the first book, Martin says that Jaime would become king, taking the throne by murdering everyone in his way. It also says that Sansa would have a child with Joffrey, Tyrion would fall in love with Arya, and that Catelyn would be killed by White Walkers. So the actual story turned out very different to this outline, because Martin doesn't like to stick to a plan when he writes. He says that he writes not like an architect, but like a gardener. He lets his characters gradually develop and grow, and he follows where they lead, which means sometimes his characters surprise him and become something he didn't expect. Jaime is a great example of this, because over 5 books and 7 seasons, he grows into someone much more complex than even the author imagined. In the first couple books, Jaime really is just awful. He's arrogant and vain, wearing glittering gilded armor. He's impulsive, reckless, and violent, willing to kill anyone who gets in his way. He tries to kill Bran for seeing him with Cersei. He kills 3 Stark men to intimidate Ned. He implies he'd have hurt or killed Arya if he'd caught her, and he uses cruel words to hurt people. Apart from his twin sister Cersei, his brother Tyrion, and his father Tywin, Jaime doesn't seem to care about anyone or anything. He doesn't believe in anything. He thinks that knights and the Kingsguard are corrupt, that gods and religion are bullshit. When confronted with the evils of the world, Jaime just laughs. Catelyn thinks Jaime is vile. There is nothing here but arrogance and pride. If there was ever a spark of honor in him, it is long dead. Jaime seems irredeemable, but in Book 3, we start to learn why Jaime is the way he is. Jaime was born the son and heir of the rich and powerful Lord Tywin Lannister. Jaime grew tall and beautiful with golden hair, like his twin Cersei, who he had an incestuous relationship with from a young age. Jaime's other love was the sword. He was a highly skilled fighter, and he dreamed of being a great warrior. When he was 15, he fought outlaws alongside the famous Arthur Dane and was knighted on the battlefield. Later, he joined the Kingsguard, a famed brotherhood sworn to protect the king. Kingsguard can't marry or hold land, so Jaime gave up his claim as the heir to Casterly Rock. But Jaime had never wanted to rule. He wanted honor and glory as a brother of the Kingsguard, and he wanted to be close to Cersei at King's Landing. So at 15, the Kingsguard seemed like everything Jaime had ever wanted, but it soon soured. It turned out that the king, Aerys Targaryen, only took Jaime into the Kingsguard to piss off Tywin and to use Jaime as a sort of a hostage. He'll win no glory here, the king had said. Tywin got mad and left the capital with Cersei, separating Jaime from his twin and lover who he joined the guard for in the first place. So Jaime got no Cersei and no glory, and was stuck serving a mad king. Aerys grew more and more violent and cruel. He liked to burn men alive, and he attacked his wife, Rhaella. And since Jaime had sworn to obey, he could only stand and watch, trying to look without seeing the burning men that would haunt him all his life. Eventually, the kingdoms rose against Aerys in Robert's rebellion, and near the end of the war, Jaime killed Aerys, the king he had sworn to protect. Westerosi society takes sacred oaths seriously, so forever after, Jaime is hated as the Kingslayer, an oath-breaker, a man with shit for honor. The irony is that people hate Jaime for the best thing he ever did. We learn in Book 3 that the reason why Jaime killed Aerys was that Aerys planned to burn down King's Landing, to kill thousands of innocent people with wildfire. Jaime killed the king to save the city, but no one knows this, because after Jaime killed Aerys, Eddard Stark arrived and looked at Jaime with cold eyes full of judgment. Ned didn't want to hear Jaime's explanations. He only had to look at him to judge him guilty. So it seems that Jaime felt he couldn't explain the wildfire plot to people, that no one would listen or believe him. But what really gets to Jaime is the judgment. Jaime is haunted by memories of Ned Stark, Prince Rhaegar, the Kingsguard. They represent Jaime's failures, his broken oaths, the blood on his hands, not only of Aerys but of Rhaegar's family, who died under Jaime's watch. Deep down, Jaime's ashamed of the man he became, and the way he deals with this is to hide his insecurities and laugh at everything and pretend he doesn't care. People say he's a bad knight and a bad Kingsguard, so Jaime mocks knighthood and Kingsguard, says it's all corrupt anyway. People say the gods will punish Jaime, so he says the gods aren't real. All his cynicism, sarcasm, nihilism are defense mechanisms to protect him from criticism. It's kind of like what Tyrion says, to wear your identity like armor. Tyrion plays the imp, Sandor plays the hound, and Jaime plays the callous, uncaring Kingslayer. It's easier to play a villain than to face the pain of old trauma, to grapple with grey morality and the shame and guilt of failure. Jaime distracts himself with the two things that he's good at, fighting with swords and sex with Cersei. Because in combat and sex, you don't have to think about the past or the future. You live only in the moment. Jaime says time sleeps when swords wake. But in Book 3, Jaime loses these distractions and is forced to face his past and his future. Jaime is captured by Robb Stark, then he's freed by Catelyn on the promise that he'll return Sansa and Arya to the Starks. So Jaime travels to King's Landing with Brienne, but along the way they're captured by the Brave Companions, or Locke in the show, who suddenly, brutally, cut off Jaime's hand. His sword hand, the part of him that makes him who he is. It's the hand Jaime used to kill Aerys, to cripple Bran, to love Cersei. He loses his glory and his shame, both at once, leaving what? Who am I now? Jaime asks. Proud Jaime Lannister is devastated, brought low. He almost just gives up and dies, but he's urged to live by Brienne. Brienne and Jaime have a complex relationship. At first, they hate each other. Jaime calls Brienne wench and thinks she's a stupid, ugly freak. Brienne calls Jaime Kingslayer and thinks he's a monster for his crimes. But Jaime and Brienne have some things in common. They're both outsiders in society. Jaime is the Kingslayer and Brienne is a misfit female warrior. Eventually, they start to respect each other, not as Kingslayer and wench, but as Jaime and Brienne. They learn from each other. Jaime shows Brienne that doing the right thing can be more complicated than she thought, and Brienne shows Jaime that even in a cruel, complex world, a true knight persists. Even when she fails, even when no one believes in her, Brienne keeps her word and defends the weak and does what's right, and so should Jaime. So Jaime learns from Brienne's example. He heroically rescues Brienne from a bear, and later he gives her a priceless Valyrian sword called Oathkeeper, so Brienne can keep Jaime's oath to return Sansa to the Starks. Sansa is my last chance for honor, Jaime says. So Brienne looks for her, for Catelyn's sake, and for Jaime's. Jaime returns to King's Landing a changed man. He's gone through hell, he's lost his hand, and he has no more patience for lies and schemes, which frustrates his lying, scheming family. Tywin wants Jaime to leave the Kingsguard and get married and rule the Rock. Jaime refuses, so Tywin disowns him and is later killed by Tyrion. Jaime saves Tyrion from execution, but in the books the brothers have a falling out when Jaime reveals he lied about Tyrion's first wife, Tysha. And from Tyrion, Jaime learns of Cersei's infidelity. He increasingly sees her as a lying, manipulative fool, and Cersei rejects this changed Jaime. So gradually, the lifelong lovers begin to break up. By the end of Book 3, Jaime feels he's lost everything. His sister and lover, his brother, his father, and his hand. Everything that makes him who he is, everything that he loved, is gone. All he has left is the Kingsguard, so Jaime turns to the White Book. The White Book records the history of each member of the Kingsguard. There are all these great heroes like Arthur Dane, with all these great deeds written in their...
Told you it'd be about 10 minutes. Told you. Ah. Oh, brother. Alright, you go back there. Can you not be so loud for 5 fucking minutes, cat? God damn. Alright, what are we all chat about? First arc's ended? Fuck yeah. Welcome back, we are back indeed. Also, I was almost dotting the fucking money. 9.5 minutes? I'll take that. Probably longer in the stream. Alrighty. Let's get you back. Nope. There we go. You back there like that. And we went from 13 views to 6. Let's go. Ah, we're back to 8. Hi, Toodle. Dingus, Dongus, Bing. A cup of tea. Why is this off center? Don't be off center. Don't be doing that to me. Right. No need to do that. Okie dokie. At least you have Quibi. I do. You'll never leave. Alright. Last time I checked, Sonny was just about the experience. Not just go through a little bit of a mental breakdown. Where's my music? Where my music at? Eclipse energy. Right. How much are you going through tonight? I said 20. About 20 chapters, did I say? But it fully depends. This music sucks. Oh my god. Clever defeat. But I might do it to where it's like I read these first 10 chapters, distract you all again, maybe, to film a quick TikTok. Maybe 2. And then see how it goes from there. Shit's still not fucking centered. Nope, that's the wrong thing I want to grab. There we go. Sunny was stunned, petrified by what he saw. Sunny, Noctis was finishing brewing the tea and pouring the amber liquid. Oh, your horn. I don't like this urgency to just stay still. This is not the energy, nor the fucking music for this vibe. I don't like this energy. I'm not liking the energy this chapter has given me so far. Oh my god. Why are you doing this? Stay still! Yeah, fine. Whatever. Shit. Lovely. A memento from an old friend is such a good way to describe it. Oh no. I don't like how you worded that. We're back up to 13 viewers, by the way. Fucking love to see it. Don't forget to like the stream. Oh. Oh. Ah. Well, I'm telling you, Sonny is going to escape that fated moniker. And it's gonna be not not a fun time for him. Oh my god. Fucking no. You know what? You. Fucking throw this on. This music's terrible. Fuck off with Odysseus. Chris Nolan movie mentioned? Absolutely not. I am not looking forward to that movie. At all. I like Christopher Nolan. That movie sounds like it's gonna be fucking nightmare to watch. You a mortal fool. You said a couple of days, bitch! They're already here, what the fuck? The dubstep goes crazy? Don't get me fucking started. I hate dubstep. I hate dubstep. I hate house. I'm just waiting copyright free fucking music. So YouTube can get off my dick. YouTube. YouTube? Come on. There we go. Herald of the Sun. I'm gonna miss Noctis so fucking much, aren't I? Losing him's not gonna be fun. Yep. Bastards. Bastards. I don't want to miss Noctis. I guess we'll see. What the fuck are you growing in your island, Noctis? You fucking crazy bastard. What a weird way to fly a fucking ship. I say that in a world full of magic. Why do I talk? Maybe I should throw the dubstep back on with the fucking... with how he's using the runics to fly the ship. Play it like a fucking DJ shit. Just to make the ship fly. Oh, what a stupid fucking idea of... like, stupid way to think of how a ship could fly. There was an invisible energy pathway spanning the whole length of it, all into the roots of the beautiful tree growing around the mainmast. Try and add sorcery to my world? I mean, yeah, you could. I feel like you'd have to call it something else. Sorcery could work. I guess you could just have it as different kind of sorceries. Kind of like how in, Can you not? Kind of like how in Elden Ring there's like gravity sorcery, there's magma sorceries, there's blasphemy, there's Carian sorcery, glintstone, you know, all those kinds. But that would just be the name of the magic system at that point, right? So. Who the fuck is setting off fireworks at 9 at night? I always find it funny that Cassie was the best at flying the ship. What chapter is this? This is 705. I would have the chapters like written down there, but that's effort. My power system is Shadow Slave-esque. Yeah. Okay. Pardon me. Well, I guess C is the wrong word to use. Man, don't worry, I'm fucking used to this shit. Oh. Oh? Huh? We're already dealing with, like, the Molten Prince? The fuck? The ship of Noctis, the best ship in fiction? Yo. Pause. Pause. Treasure Island literally exists. Treasure Island is a thing. It's a banger movie. It shall never be forgotten, regardless of how much Disney wants to forget it. There's also the Black Pearl from Pirates of the Caribbean. That's a banger ass ship. There's other ships in One Piece. Notice a ship can relax a little bit. Yeah, no. Just a smidge bit. I'm surprised you didn't make a TikTok on the sneak peeks we got for the manhwa. I was busy. When those released, I was in work. I was in work for like 3 days consecutively. Treasure Planet or Island? Is it not Treasure Planet? The Disney film? It was the whole fucking... Yeah, no, I was right. Treasure Planet. Lying fuck. Night Garden. The fuck is Night Garden? See, I only get the kids program for Night Garden. What? Okay. Nothing even came up. It was Google's AI response to me. Okay, okay. My phone is being put down. YouTube is coming back up, so I could read comments a bit more efficiently. Okay. Okay. Hi, Alma. 7:05. Okay. Fucking hell. That's an important thing for the future? Got it. Alright. Fucking hell. If anybody's gonna become a moderator, it's gonna be fucking Quibs, okay? No one was that fast. Fuck me. And there's a delay on stream, too. Okay. Oh. Nope. I'll forgive you. It was a mistake. I'll forgive you. You would have been spoiled. You would have just got spoiled on so many things. Do you remember the guy that kept talking about Osama bin Laden? Just wait 20 chapters, it will be peak. Okay. We've got the dragon. My heart fucking exploded. The Sun Prince has come to deliver a message to Noctis. Oh, brother. Ultimatum, chapter 706. Looking at the Colossus, Sonny understood why Kai called him terrifying. 19 meters? What the fuck? Well, to be fair, the hand is gigantic. So I guess there's that. But fucking 90 meters? Fuck me. Well, yeah, you're looking at a... No shit, Sherlock. You're looking at a giant metal man. Using a giant as a messenger is crazy work. Honestly, compensating a little bit. Just a tiny bit. You're a fucking dragon. And now you're sending your giant metal brother to send a message? He's compensating. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying. Yep. That's what I'm saying. I often forget that Sonny kinda was just in this man's body for a fat minute. I forgot Sonny was in 2 of the Immortals' bodies. The previous Shadow Lord and this one. Yeah, the scale of things in Shadow Slave is crazy. Imagine how big the chains are that a Titan walked on. Yeah. Have a civilized discussion with a giant metal man. Christ. Oh, sorry, you stupid bastard. Oh, fucking hell. Oh yeah, let's remind the guy that this immortal fucker behind him made him go through all the torture. You know, just... yeah. Sonny's a fucking genius. First of all, I did not cause anything. I just granted a colleague's request back then. I did not even know that Hope was driving us all mad. So how was I supposed to know that would have happened? Secondly, I did not steal the ivory knife. I just happened to find it where he'd left it, alright? By pure coincidence. And lastly, I'm not sure that he really knows anything anymore. He's still alive somewhere inside, but I don't think he's fully sentient, at least. At least I hope he's not. Poor Nock just getting sewn up by Femboy Sonny. Fucking Femboy Sonny. I'll never understand that meme. Ooh, a second time Sonny's gonna see a Saint on Saint fight. That's gonna end poorly. God, this is gonna look so fucking cool in the manhwa. This is gonna look so fucking cool in the manhwa. Because Sonny is more feminine in his appearance. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess. When he became an awakened, he didn't say he got more handsome. He just gained... Didn't gain feminine features. He just sharpened up. So, yeah, I guess. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Woohoo! Let's not go breaking shit. Yeah, like in 2036. Hey, Tundle, fun fact, not that far. I'm on 706. I'm scared about the manhwa. With how the art looks, I legitimately think it'll be fine. I just wish the fights are gonna be coherent. That's it. You're a cockroach, remember? He's embracing it! He's embracing the cockroach life. Fights are hard to describe. They're harder to describe than actually, like, drawing them out. And J3's pretty coherent when it comes to describing the fights. Like, a lot of them are very, very easy to visualize. I think the only one that's, like... you don't only describe someone throwing their fist at another person so many times with so many different ways. Yeah, exactly. And the fact J3's been, like... pretty good at it so far, at the very least. I guess is a testament to him. For the non-American or non-UK people, get yourself Iron Brew. This shit's elite. We haven't had a G3 good old fist fight in a long time. I wouldn't suspect so. Characters now are, like, too strong for their fucking own fists, so, yeah. I hope they do the environment some justice. Yes! Absolutely. That is one thing I really do want. I just want to see a midget punching someone. You know what? Valid. Fair. Go read Lord of the Rings. 706. Insidious doesn't really translate into other medium. Into any other medium. Alright. Knock this, you slimy bitch. You slimy bitch. 707, treachery. I really hope the Dark City in the Forgotten Shore has Bloodborne vibes. It's not like he'll die. I mean, at that point in the story where you're probably at, yeah, I guess that makes sense. But also, Sonny's, like, not as physically strong as Effie either. And we don't see Effie just straight up fucking throwing hands. She's using her spear or shield. Who says I have the knives? No, a little wolfie tells me that a certain 10-foot shadow had two, but I don't know. He's such a bitch. Oh, that is not a. That's not the vibe you want to hear from a fucking giant metal man. Yikes. Sonny's little cockroach who can probably survive any punch a Titan at where you're at. I need to reread Shadow Slave again, I swear to God. This time focusing on G3 describes fights. You should. A lot of keywords. Mm-hmm. I just fucking realized, why are you cropped like that? I've been wondering this entire time why certain things are cropped to how they are. And it's because y'all don't have the full fucking context like I do. There you go. That should be a little bit better. I just... Is that there? Should be hunky fucking dirty now. I'm basically shadow dancing G3's Nov. Yeah. Oh. Right, I completely forgot the Sun Prince did kinda steal 2 knives. And then use one to end his own life. I forgot about that. Why am I... What? What? Make it a devil. Heart turn cold. Crazy work. Crazy work, I must say. Oh, but do be careful. You know how tricky shadows are, my friend. This one in particular is full of treachery, vileness, and unspeakable malice. The beast has even slain a temple full of innocent maidens. He also tried to poison me. Oh, the villainy! So be careful when you grab him, or you might lose your hand. Ow! Noctis? Hello? A low growl escaped from Sonny's mouth. He could feel the other members of the cohort grow tense and ready to fight. Cassie's hand on fell on the quill of the quiet dancer. Kai outstretched his hands ready to summon his bow. Effie was staring up at the somber expression of a child face. Her body drew like a spring. Noctis, what the fuck are you planning? Lose your hand. The giant's lucky Sonny didn't steal the body. Greedy bastard, he fell through a divine flame and called it worth it because it gained 2,000 shadow fragments. That's fucking worth it. No. We're not gonna be judging Sonny on this one, okay? He went from basically having to wait several months to fulfill his soul core to only waiting like a couple of extra weeks. That's fucking worth it. That's a net positive in his hand. Also, he upgraded his fucking goddamn space sword. Also, losing your hand is foreshadowing something because we know the giant's hand is. Yeah. I remember. Don't worry. It's why I'm like. Killing those Saint was easy. Make sure y'all can fucking read what I'm reading. You might be horribly disfigured due to the divine flames. You might survive. He did survive. He was fine. Being very lenient with how fine is defined, but he was, you know. As the steel colossus leaned over the outer ring by the ancient moon dial, the tall pillars shone with ethereal light, suddenly flooding with a mind-boggling amount of soul essence. The marauder runes revealed themselves, carved in a vast circle that encompassed the whole structure, and then everything around them turned the light, cold, pale light of the moon. Shazilton toppled over not too far away from him. The giant steel hand rested on the ground. However, it was not attached to the body of Colossus anymore. Okay. Ooh. Ooh, Noctis is a scary motherfucker. Jesus fucking Christ. 708. Crimson Beast of Twilight. Fucking hell. Yeah, don't mess with Noctis. All of these saints are scary motherfuckers, bro. Yeah, definitely. What the fuck? They have divine lineages, presumably. Well, we know 2 definitely. Like 2 100% have it. The rest are in the air. Noctis is a goat for a reason. He has to fall through a specific hole in the flames, which you can't find without looking through fate again. Well, no, you have to find a tear duct, like a tear duct-esque thing around, like where the divine flames are, so we can get through. Whoop. Hey, we're getting some Noctis glaze. Let's go. However, there was one thing Noctis was not. A fool. He can look at fate. He'd be terribly disfigured mentally. But trust speedrun over brain cells. I mean, that's how Sonny's been doing it so far. What's the fastest way I can get as strong as possible? Oh, I know. Cheat. Cheat the system. Don't forget to like the stream, by the way. Sonny had been used to being bait. Poor bastard. But what if I changed my mind at the last moment? Then wouldn't you would have made me a liar? I have a reputation to uphold, don't I? We love Noctis. Do 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 do. Wouldn't killing a demon like give Sonny an OP memory? I mean, I'd assume so, right? And with that, Noctis winked at him and then turned to face the motionless Colossus. God, Noctis is so fucking cool. I wasn't expecting this. 2 hours into the stream, I wasn't expecting Noctis to fucking aura form like this. With how Fated works, you would probably get some sort of bullshit charm like Star of Hope, and then it costs like 200,000,000% of Sonny's essence, but it can fucking drive someone insane. I mean, if he does what he did in Volume 9, we can get speed running world record. Oh lord, I've not heard great things about Volume 9. Surrender the knives? Ah, I don't think so, my old friend. If I do, how will I kill you and your vile brother? I feel like I'm making a fucking stupid face. I don't want to look at myself right now. I just want to keep reading. And that is what I intend to do. You, Cerebus, Sylvain, I'll kill you all. Break the chains that bind the demon of desire and set her free. So if you want to take the knives, you have to take them off my cold corpse. Oh wait, you can't. I am a morsel. Noctis! Oh, Noctis, you sexy, sexy bastard. Not yet. There we go. He's lost the plot. He's fully lost it now. That's how I like him. Oh, but you can try, of course. Go back. Go back and return with the Sun Legion, the Dragon Servax, and with the Warriors of the Red Colosseum with Sylvain. You know where to find me, and I'll be waiting for your welcome. Yikes. Noctis Glaze is the reason his heart is the reason this heart still beats. Not for the play. Not for that place. Don't talk about it. Noctis is the goat. Cold. Cold, 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 cold. We love to fucking see it. Fuck me, how big are these chains? I mean, they're big enough for Sonny to walk on, but like, fuck my life. By the fucking gods. I'm writing a post on Reddit glazing Noctis. Joshua, you need a moderator. Joshua needs to moderate. The chains are big enough for armies to walk across. It's the fact he planned this all out from chapter 1 to chapter... Fuck, we're almost on chapter 3000? Shit, I'm never gonna catch up. I think that's the most insane thing Noctis has done so far. And thank God for it, because that was fucking cool. That was fucking sick. Chapter 709. Nature of the Beast. By the way, I'll install Quibs as like moderator next stream, which will probably be tomorrow about the same time. Yeah, probably. The War of the Immortals has finally started. Yes. Yes. Eating good 2 Joshua streams in 1 week, back to back. I know, crazy work. Soon the Kingdom of Hope's going to be turned into a battlefield and drowned in the blood by its frenzy, and then the repercussions of that madness were going to spread outward like a tidal wave, changing the world forever. Yeah, we'll try and read like another 10-ish, 20-ish chapters tomorrow, because we're 2 hours in. And I'm probably going to read next chapter, talk about those 10 chapters, film a TikTok, and then go about it. Distract y'all, film TikTok, read another 10 chapters, and be chill with it. I'll distract y'all with more old Shift X. How long of that video do we have left? There we go. Oh yeah, that's more than enough time to distract you. Like dangling keys. Like, dingle, dingle, dingle. Feature us. I'll show you all, don't worry. Nothing would technically change for the war, Fantex. I mean, here, yeah, obviously. This is just a weird fragment of the past that they're all currently exploring. Dangling interesting foods. Soon the whole Kingdom of Hope is going to be turned into a battlefield. Looking sound so they can help but shiver the broken pillars and the severed hand of the giant. The ash swirling in the air, this place, this event, this moment in time. Was that the spark that eventually ignited another? Much more terrifying war. We're just like dogs for real. What's the difference between us and a nightmare creature? You can't say there is one. Bro, I would kill for a spin-off about one of the old gods. Or the real Noctis. Or I don't know, one of the sovereigns. The 9. We are corrupted too. He definitely understands, Sonny. This man's 1,000 years old and he's been prepping this shit. He fucking knows. Someone watched Pacific Rim. Why are we talking about Pacific Rim? I mean, we did just watch a 90-foot. No, it's way bigger than 90 feet. It's so much taller than 90 feet. A 90-meter creature just get its hands cut off. We earn for more the Joshua content. Broken Sword spin-off would be pretty boring. 400 chapters of material wax, though we can get. Okay, I'm gonna stop reading chat because I feel like we're getting into the spoiler shit. I just want to see more Smile of Heaven, to be honest. That'd actually be nice. Also, Sonny, you were almost crushed to death by a giant hand. I feel like you're more than fucking justified in the action of, like, you know, detoxing a little bit. On the way back, Sonny seemed to remember the future. He had been to the Iron Hand Island so many times. He had seen the top of pillars and the severed arm of the giant, and even sketched and described them in detail for an exploration report. And now he had witnessed how the island came to be the state. A spin-off for the Epochs would be kind of sick. Not even kind of sick. That'd just be fucking cool. Straight up. There we go. More of the fucking 9. The 9, the 9, the 9. They drive me up the fucking wall. I'm low-key starting to hate them. The more I think about them, the more I want to beat my head in the corner of the desk. So what are the role of the challenges? If the conflict would resolve itself, then why were they here? What did the spell want from them? Proof that they were equal to the heroes of the past? Do better than them? Simply survive? The spell did not care what one did inside the nightmare and how they want to resolve the conflict. The reward was going to be the same either way. The challenger would ascend to a new rank. They would receive the true name, or even, in extremely rare cases, an evolution of their aspect. But those things could not be done outside a nightmare. But those things could be done outside of a nightmare as well. Oh, so I was right. You can naturally ascend. Okay. The only thing the spell cared about was the challenger survived until the end. But that was not entirely true. The spell would not give additional rewards or deny the survivors their ascension. However, it did care a little, at least enough to appraise the challenger's performance. The appraisal did not matter outside the first nightmare, where it was tied to the boon, but the spell gave them each time. Good, exceptional, remarkable, glorious, and so on. There was a hint there, somewhere, about what it wanted. If so, Sunny had appeared apparently pleased the spell very much in his first trial. Sitting in the shade of the sacred tree, he sighed to look at the distance. That was a lot of information to try and reminisce about when it comes to dissecting the nightmare seeds then. Oh, wow. A lot happened in chat that I was just not paying attention to. Spinner for the Age of Heroes or the Past of the Selected Kingdom of Dreams. You should hate the 9. Harsh. Nothing, bro. I know another person with the nickname Harsh, I think. Sunny made the spell Cries of Tears of Joy. Yeah, that, not Cry of Tears of Joy, but, like, he made the spell happy. I guess that is a really interesting way of looking at it. In the sense that, like, I'm still very much on my hypothesis that the Nightmare spells, or the Nightmare seeds so far, are just kind of weird assortment time bubble things of what actually happened in time. You've just got to change it up a little bit. You've got to make a better result. The better result in Sunny's case would be the Tyrant King died, or of the 9 died, and he got the blessing of a god to kill. Spell, alive, sentient. Yeah, the spell's sentient. It's got a personality. Who's to say the spell in its grandness didn't cry tears of joy? But no, the spell's got, like, a personality. It makes, like, quips and shit. So I'm not really surprised by that. I guess I'm more surprised by, like, the good, the exceptional, the remarkable, the glorious, the splendid, the so on and so forth. Since the Forgotten Shore ended and Sunny got Shadow Wave. Yeah. Like, we find out the spell's got, like, a whole ass personality to it from, like, the very fucking beginning. That's never really been a... I have Fairies meme. The spell has 2 personalities. For some reason, the spell's voice was filled with an almost excited emotion, confusing Sunny. Yeah. Exactly. So, it's not really insane to say that, like, the spell has a purpose. Chat. Chat, I need you to stay with me on this one. Are there multiple personalities in the spell? And if so, right, are there overseekers of the spell? If the spell has a personality that Sunny can disdain for himself, does it have different personalities for other people and their accomplishments? We will never know. We don't get anybody else's perspective from this point. Right? Sunny's the only character we actually get the perspective of, other than Nephis, for like half a chapter. So, does that mean... Sunny licked his lips before quietly saying yes. Suddenly, the ichor flew into his shadow, causing a soothing, amazing feeling to consume his body. We don't know. Honestly, I don't think the spell cares much about anyone else. When we look at the POVs, the spell's always robotic. Ah, right. Didn't Nephis talk about it? And hates everyone else. from where I'm at, Nephis doesn't really interact with it. She only really looks at Sunny's stats, and that's it. And when it comes to the stats, it doesn't really try and come up with any, like, descriptors or some shit. It's usually very... When it comes to, like, blatant stats, it's very robotic. That's always going to be the case. But when it comes to, like, certain accomplishments, like ranking up, gaining a memory, or even describing certain memories, like descriptions for certain memories and how their abilities work and how the memory came to be, it will typically give, like, a little bit of a personal throw at it. Like, the spell called Sunny a treacherous bastard, pretty much, for turning Shadow Dance into a weapon. Like, it's clearly got a personality to it. Does that mean the spell has got, like, an Overseeker? Like, several of them? Joshua finished Volume 4. I'm a fast reader, not that fast. Not when it comes to live streaming. I'm just spitballing. We know why it was made and who made it, and that's it. Damn. It's like it's a tsundere for Sunny. Joshua finished Volume 4. Nope. We're on 709. Who knows?
Pages.
Jesus fucking Christ. Fuck you, Alt Shift. You know what? I'm disliking the video just for scaring the shit out of me. Fucking Christ. Fuck off. Please go away. Go. Thank you. Honestly, I think the spell can see the future. I now have two main points for this. One seems to be made by the strings of fate, and two, it calls Sunny treacherous. Why, we don't know. She knows. She knows. I know. And I know she knows. And I know she knows. We know how it's made. It calls Sunny treacherous. I think it calls him one more thing. It calls him one more thing. I'm fucking sure of it. But I think I'm just hard blanking on why it does so. Anyway, that's going to be my ongoing theory. Spell was made and it needed moderators. So whoever made that shit was like, you be in charge. Anyway, let's keep reading. Loathsome? That's it. Loathsome's the fucking word. Treacherous and loathsome. Thank you, Harsh. If you want to know more about the spell, get to Volume 10. Ugh. I have to read? I much prefer to speculate. It's more fun. I'm going to rest for a couple of days. That was the most of the Sun Legion, as well as the army of the Red Colosseum. They arrived along the border between Solvay's territory and the Ivory City. It's going to take them at least 2 weeks to assemble and march east, so we'll give them enough time to break the current formation, not enough to build a new one. We attack in 7 days. It's always 7. It's always 7. It's always 7. It's always 7. He hesitated for a few moments and then suddenly smiled. Warmongers of the Sun Legion, forgetting their hatred and fighting along side by side. Truly no one but me could make this happen. I am not only the most talented diplomat in all of the Kingdom of Hope. You're definitely not, but then again, maybe you are. He is, but just for the wrong reason. Chapter 710. Woohoo! We actually we did one better. Always 7. Love those 7s. Do you know anything about Mordred in the second Nightmare, by the way? He killed the Woman of the North. He's a mist creature, and he split his soul into different fragments. That's literally all we fucking know about Mordred so far. And we have 40 chapters left! How many demons do you know at this point, Joshua? Oblivion, Hope, Fate. One more. I know one more. I made a whole fucking video about the diamonds. Oh, why am I forgetting the name? Oh. Hope. Ah! Fuck! It's Bestie's kind of incestuous relationship with the goddess of the sky. What the fuck's its name? Never! Hope, Oblivion, Never, Fate. We know 4. So far. Fucking got there. Whew! Whew! I'm in volume 9. And this is interesting, the novel. She died. And she died how pedestrian. Who is Noctis trying to free? Oh, someone spoiled the other demons. Well, good job. Don't read. Don't worry, Doc. Don't worry. I've only been told 4 names so far. I didn't read what you said before. Didn't I make a video? I swear I made a video talking about who I think the other diamonds are. Nice, Josh. You've got a good memory. Worst, they spoiled one of the confirmed named diamonds named. Oh, okay. Yeah. We know the name of every diamond. Not at this point. Only 4 diamonds have been spoken of. Except for 1, but whatever. Fucking hell, we're 2.5 hours in. Fuck me. Bitch. That's tits. Okay. Fuck my life. Don't talk to women. I'm gonna carry on reading. The next morning, Sonny woke up in a strange mood. Fucking. Okay. Demons are called by what they represent. We don't know Weaver has a name beside Weaver. The next morning, Sonny woke up in a strange mood, knowing that he is at the end of the nightmare, and perhaps their own. I'm sorry, John. I need a breather. Just a quick breather, alright? Fuck off. No. Fuck off, please. No, fuck off. Oh, I could kill this woman. Oh, I could kill this woman. Oh my god, people annoy me so fucking much. The fact is, I don't even know if I'm being flirted with or not. Bring Noctis out the nightmare. Yep. Bring me out the nightmare, please. Leave me alone. What happened? I got flashed. I got flashed and asked if it was good clothing. And the thing is, with this person, I don't even fucking know if it's flirting or not. So I just want to beat my head in the corner of the desk. Noctis always aura farming. Don't kill that woman, Joshua. I don't think they let you read Shadow Slave in jail. Both of you to assume Dad get caught in this action. You hear, Donnie? He's probably in the front. Oh, I'm gonna have to let him in. Fuck it, this can be a good breather. I'll be back in like 2 seconds. I need a detox. No, certainly not. Not against the biggest fucking cat in the street either. Elias, get down. Down, girl. I told you to get down. I just realized Elias was out of all of the bonus. Ever since you've gotten as big as him, fucking testing his patience. Even though he's probably like twice your weight.
When I was outside scraping again.
I am back. My cat was getting beat up by my other cat. Is that a cane in the background? Yes. It's my skull cane. It is shockingly heavy. I'll tell you that much. I lift heavy weights. I am very fucking strong. This is shockingly heavy. Then it goes right there. Alright. It has an ornamental knob at the top too. I got that on Halloween by a strange old man I was drinking with who said, I've got, I quote, bitch grips. He was a plumber. No shit, I've got a bitch grip compared to him. Bro has a style. Yeah. Not wanting to be here. I want to be here. I want to call that now. Here, I want to be. But here? Debatable. Anyway, let's... Fuck off. Hi, Quips. You missed. Yeah, it is a cane. It is a cane in the back. I'm so happy we get to see Puppet Trad anytime Sonny just wants to... Sonny wants to relax a little bit. You throw in that Puppet Trad. I got that cane from an old-ass man at Halloween. So... It had an elephant, dating the top. Sick. That's just a heavy-ass skull, I can't lie. Old. Yeah, that is fucking old if it's real ivory. He had been one of those little people himself once. Now he was a devil destroying their lives. Gotta love cold. Headphones? Okay, I can hear the music again. Okay. Sonny remained motionless for a few moments, then looked up at the sound of steps approaching him. He saw Effie and Kai, both wearing their armors and packed as though they were going on a long hunt. This recent one is because of some people commenting. The West belongs to the warring cult of the Warren's son. The South abandoned and overtaken by nightmare creatures. The North, well, you know, those poor fellows were nowhere else to go. So we're going to guide them to the Great Chains and help them cross the other side and leave the Kingdom of Hope behind forever. Actually, we're not even sure if the nightmare goes that far. Effie's smart. I dog on Effie a little bit, right? On the odd occasion. Is there any ground remaining? I'm lost. Is there any ground remaining? For, like, people to try and civilize on? Probably not. I'd assume not. But no, I dog on Effie from time to time. But it's moments like this and where I'm like, yeah, I like Effie as a character. Well, yeah, there definitely should be. If you can make a civilization there, that means people would have to actually, you know, go there. We know the Hollow Mountains aren't, like, far up, that, like, super far up north. So there's definitely lands, like, at the east, west, and south. Might even be an ocean. I don't fucking know. People could traverse the realms. Yeah, they'd have to. If there's, like, actually no real land to get to, that'd be legitimately terrible riding on Jeffrey's Hoff. I don't think the Noctis ship could though, because like the sun god blew up the realm. I mean, isn't that like the entire reason the Chained Isles is kind of like the Chained Isles? Like the sun god kind of got tired of their shit and blew it up. I don't like the very much the sun god. Lord of Mysteries and the Kingdom of Hope doesn't help for changing my feelings. I mean, to be fair, no god should be liked. Period. Like, ever. If you like a god, get help. Incredibly nimble and swift, it was capable of bursts of monstrous explosive strength that would leave many people stunned. In addition to the weapon itself, with its talons, claws, fangs, horns, Sony was capable of delivering a lot of damage, even unarmed. Stop getting distracted by tiny women, Sonny. Fucking hell. So there shouldn't be any ground in this realm. Evernight Goddess fans beg to differ. God of Shadow fans beg to differ. I think the landscape was very different before the Nightmare Realm. Are the Hollow Mounds here at this point in history now? I can't imagine they, like, aren't. They're only 1,000 years. This is like... It's only a couple thousand years in the past. It takes several million to make a mountain. So yeah, I'd assume the Hollow Mountains are still there. No, we know the Hollow Mountains are still there. Because... Isn't Nether in the mountains? Like, definitely should still be in the mountains. Or, like, be in the mountains by now. Unless I can get my timeline just completely fucked up. So yeah, the Hollow Mountains are probably still there. But he built the Ebony Tower under the Chain Dials. Gotta go point there, Buster. In this nightmare. Important laser. Okay, I'll take your word on that one. At some point... Oh wait, no. Wrong one. Da, 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 da. Who? It was a very tall and slender young man. With pale skin, raven black hair, his face was sharp and thin, not exactly handsome, but at the same time charming and strangely beautiful. His striking eyes didn't seem to possess color of their own, instead it reflected the world back in itself. We've got fucking budget back! Yes! We've got fucking Mordred. After, like, what? 60 chapters? 60 chapters of, like, no fucking Mordred? Unless you count the chapter in where Cassie was explaining how the woman up north died. But this map has... okay. I'm definitely... Goofy, doofy, silly fraudulent. Didn't possess any color of her own, instead reflected the world back like two pools of liquid silver. Currently they were as blue as the boundless, vast sky. The young man smiled pleasantly and raised his hands in greeting. A painfully familiar voice suddenly surrounded Sunny's mind. Ah, Sunless. Nice to meet you again after this time. Just look at you. Goodness. I almost failed to recognize you behind that fearsome face. Fuck! I need to distract you all. I don't know whether or not to keep going or distract you all for like 5 minutes and then come right back. Because with 10 chapters, I said for volume 4 I'd do 10 chapters per one because it's the shortest volume so far. I'm not doing that for volume 5, by the way. Second, I'm done with the YouTube video. I'll probably just... I'll just make videos when I can on the chapters. It's time to let Mordred cook now. Bro, really like Mordred. You are like me. Do your thing, we can wait. Yeah, fuck it. I'll distract y'all once again. Is it this one? Oh. Oh, yeah. Never mind. I remember how to do it. I'm going to reread Shadowslave, then comment under each chapter, so you see my account. If I remember correctly, the next chapter is one of my favorites. Alright. I'm going to distract you all with a little bit of Alt-Shift-X, so... Dingus Dongus, Bingus Bongus, enjoy.
Jaime's page doesn't say much, apart from his killing King Aerys, but there's still lots of blank space there. Jaime realizes he can fill his page, write his future, with whatever he chooses. In the show, Jaime chooses to stand by Cersei for 3 more seasons, but the books are different. In Book 4, Jaime travels the Riverlands, mopping up the last of the war, and he starts to build a new identity as a more honourable man. He's sick of people hating him for being an oathbreaker, so he tries to keep his promises to Catelyn, not only by sending Brienne after Sansa, but by ending the siege of Riverrun without fighting Tullies, which was another of the oaths Jaime made. He starts taking his Kingsguard and Knight's vows more seriously. He protects innocent people like Pia, and gets mad when the Mountain kills an innocent boy when Jaime himself had once tried to kill an innocent boy. Jaime does justice, executing criminals and sorting out conflict between Loras and Brienne. Jaime's still often rude and aggressive, but he is less reckless and less arrogant. At one point he refuses to wear his gold prosthetic hand. Let them see the cripple, Jaime thinks. He would not show the crowds a golden lie. Jaime even starts being nice to people sometimes. He's kind to Pia and Jane Westerling, and lets Lord Blackwood keep his daughter. Jaime even decides to take an interest in his children, Myrcella and Tommen. He used to think of his kids as no more than a squirt of seed in Cersei's cunt, but now he decides he wants to help them grow up right, even to tell Myrcella that he's her father. He also decides to help fix the politics in King's Landing. So Jaime is trying to build a better legacy for himself. He hopes to be known not just as the Kingslayer, but maybe as Golden Hand, the Just. But some people aren't convinced. Edmure and Brynden stand against Jaime, showing that for all his thoughts of reform, Jaime's still the Kingslayer in their eyes. Like, sure, Jaime technically keeps his word to the Tullys at Riverrun, but he still hands their castle to the Freys as reward for betrayal and slaughter at the Red Wedding, an atrocity plotted by Tywin, who Jaime emulates with his trebuchet threat. Ultimately, Jaime's still serving the brutal regime that killed King Robert, crowned a bastard, savaged the Riverlands, fought a whole terrible war that all started with Jaime's incest and the crippling of Bran. If Jaime really wants to be a better person, if he wants redemption, surely he must somehow answer for his crimes. How else can he escape the judgment and trauma that haunts him? If Jaime's to have a brighter future, he must face his past. Catelyn Stark is murdered at the Red Wedding. In the books, she's then resurrected as Lady Stoneheart, transformed into a terrible, vengeful spirit. She takes over the Brotherhood without banners and leads them to hunt down and kill everyone involved in the Red Wedding. In Book 4, Stoneheart captures Brienne and threatens to kill her unless Brienne brings her Jaime. In Book 5, it looks like Brienne does, taking Jaime to Stoneheart somewhere in the Riverlands. You can see Stoneheart as a symbol of the evil in Jaime's past, a monument to all his sins. Catelyn is the mother of the boy Jaime crippled to cover up incest. Catelyn is the wife of Ned Stark, whose judgment haunts Jaime as Kingslayer. Catelyn is the woman Jaime promised he'd save Sansa and Arya, who still aren't home in the books. And Catelyn's a Stark, the family that Jaime's family all but destroyed. So Stoneheart could represent Jaime's guilt and regret, but unlike the Kingsguard and Rhaegar and Ned, Stoneheart lives in the flesh. There is no ignoring her, no more excuses or distractions. This could be the big confrontation between Jaime and his past. Will he be consumed by the dark and hanged with Stoneheart's other victims? Or will he make peace with his demons and rise up a better man? Not just someone who talks about honor and justice, but someone who rights his wrongs. There are all sorts of possibilities. Jaime could join the Brotherhood for Red Wedding revenge, maybe finally find Sansa or Arya, or maybe it'll be more about putting Stoneheart to rest with the help of Brienne. We won't know for sure till the next book comes out. But Jaime probably will survive Stoneheart, because Jaime's destiny is with Cersei. Jaime has loved Cersei all his life. He joined the Kingsguard for her, fathered bastards with her, tried to kill kids for her. Cersei brings out the worst in Jaime, all his vanity, violence, cruelty. If Jaime's to be a better person, He needs to face his twin. And the thing is, Cersei is obsessed with a prophecy that says she'll be killed by her brother. She thinks this means Tyrion, but fans suspect that it means Jaime. Remember, in the show, Cersei blows up the Great Sept with wildfire. There are hints she'll use wildfire in the books as well, but she won't just blow up the Great Sept. Fans believe that Cersei may try to burn the whole city of King's Landing, just like Aerys tried to do years ago. Jaime may have to save the city again by killing his sister. That would fulfill the Valancourt prophecy, and it could represent Jaime finally defeating his darker half. It could also mean Jaime's death, because the twins both believe that just as they were born together, they will die together. This could be self-sacrifice by Jaime, heroically, tragically dying with his lover in fire. The twins came into the world so similar, but they'll die so different. Cersei dies consumed with fear and hate, but Jaime could die a hero, finally a knight worthy of the White Book. And Jaime might have an even higher destiny. Some people argue that Jaime may be Azor Ahai, the hero prophesied to save the world from the White Walkers, using a burning sword called Lightbringer. Jaime does have a mystical dream of doom where he wields a flaming sword that pushes back darkness, and there are some weird connections in the Valyrian language invented for the show. The words for gold and hand are similar to the words for Lord and Light, the god connected to Azor Ahai. And Jaime's arc could loosely fit the story of the forging of Lightbringer, tempering his swords first in water, then in the heart of a lion, then in his beloved wife. Cersei could be the sacrifice, and if Jaime dies with her, he could then be reborn amidst smoke and salt as Azor Ahai.
Hi! Hello? No? There we go. Hi! I'm back. Because not a whole lot actively happened. I didn't have to make like a big fuck off video. Thankfully. Joshua don't read no more. I'm reading. Look. One minute. No. Yeah. We're on 7-Eleven. Fuck you. Yeah, look at that beautiful ass from there. I'll put it in Josh. I'll deal with that tonight. I was watching that, man.
His hand
Shift X.
transformed.
Kingslayer. How would Jaime's story end? 8 years ago. You can go watch it. I really like the video. I am back. What? No, bro. Don't touch Discord in a while. I don't have a Discord. I mean, I have a Discord. I just don't need it. I just haven't set up a server. I don't feel comfortable doing that. Alright. I'm just messing around, man. I've seen Alt Shift X. Good. Loved Alt Shift X. Don't touch it if you're not caught up. I wasn't planning to touch the server. The only time I even came close to touching the server was when I had several people call me out saying G3 has talked about you in like one of his like monthly interview things that he does. And I was like, I don't believe any of you. And I let someone add me on Discord and they sent me a clip of him calling me out specifically. I was like, oh no. That is the only time I've contemplated being in that Discord server. So if he can call me out, he can call me out in the fucking server. That was such a weird week for me. I don't think y'all will ever comprehend how fucking batshit insane that week was for me. I'm not even in the Shadow Slave Discord server because I don't want to put my phone number in there. Fair. My phone number's been a part of my Discord for a fucking good while now. Like, no, that would be my old number then. I don't know. I'm too lazy to join. Fair. Hearing Mordred's pleasant voice reminded Sonny of the time they shared in the sky below, and the closeness that excited between them. I can only guess. I only use it for chapter updates. I mean, that's what I imagine like most people in the server use it for. Because I know Web Novel doesn't tell you when new chapters have come out. I should know. I was using Web Novel when Omniscient Readers was coming out fucking, like... When was it? It was like... It was a chapter a day. For like 2 weeks. And then he'd take a break. It wasn't a long break. But he'd take a break. I look at fan art, that's really it. People send me fan art. I've had loads of people in the TikTok side of things send me loads of fan art of Shadow Slave shit. Oh, fuck me. That was a long time ago. He was considered a mysterious prince, if not a friend. Fuck. Thank you. Thank you. He hated to admit it, but there was no escaping the fact he feared Mordred. So he had met powerful men and even more terrifying abominations, but the Prince of Nothing was perhaps the only one who truly scared of. Not because of the divine aspect of the lineage of war, but precisely because of how insidiously cunning and inexplicable the Prince of Nothing was. Fucking Christ, I couldn't read that for a second. It was like what teacher Julius had said. The goat mentioned, ladies and gentlemen. The goat has been mentioned. The goat has been mentioned, ladies and gentlemen. The true king of Shadow Slave. After, I don't know. How long has it been since Julius was mentioned? Like the beginning of the Chained Isles? The goat. Don't get my hopes up. It was like what teacher Julius had said. What humans feared the most was the unknown, and no matter how many times Sonny tried, he simply could not understand how Mordred thought, what his motivations were, and what he was scheming behind that friendly smile. Because the eerie wrongness hiding in the depths of his eyes, the Prince of Nothing, was impossible to predict. Hell, he was even impossible to kill. The whole great clan Valor had tried and failed. The blue ball's insane. Oh, G3's great at blue balling. He's a bastard for it. Grasping at the extraordinary rock, Sonny made sure there was no one really standing behind him and addressed the reflection in a grunt voice. Oh, it's you. What are you doing inside a lake? Don't be a stranger, Mordred. Come into my soul sea. Let's talk face to face. Oh. Mordred. What would have been the point of killing them if they were not real? They were real enough to serve a purpose, don't get me wrong. However, I would have not done the same in the waking world. Those I killed were already dead, so unless all of them were doomed and uselessly so. Deaths of different meaning. He's kind of right though. Julius Novacrona. That Hunter. Julius Novacrona. Oh, fucking Black Clover. So that little oracle of yours told you all about my adventures then. Well, wonderful. I will not have to describe them myself. Time is of the essence after all. Sending this reflection across such a distance is not easy even for me. She did. Even if I would not have used the word adventures to describe it. What do you want, Mordred? Huh? Okay. This was not where I thought this was going. I started Black Clover's anime, bro. Yeah, you mentioned before. Well, you talked about it before. This was not where I thought this was going. I want you to keep Noctis alive at all costs. Oh, I think I'm right. I think he's gonna try and kill Hope. He wants Noctis alive so Hope can still be in chains. What's he trying to make me do? Does he really want me to protect Noctis, or is he hoping I'll do the opposite of what he wants and kill Noctis instead? Why does he want Noctis? Why would he want Noctis dead before the war even started? Wait, no. Maybe he does want that Noctis alive. Damn, Mordred. I hate the lion bastard. Oh, how much you've changed, Sonny. You can guarantee it, can you? How are you planning? What about Hope? Are you trying to free her, or have you found a way to restore her? Not a bastard I wish I was. Ooh. Ooh. Family drama. Family drama. A simple task if anyone can keep that lunatic. If anyone can keep it with that lunatic, let alone keep him alive. Why would he want Noctis alive? Unless what I said is right. Mordred is logical. Noctis surviving has a high chance of letting them win the nightmare. Killing Cope would definitely be good. After all, that's a demon. Imagine how many fragments you'd get. Nephis will probably be able to form 30 cores from all that. Noctis is to go. This would be impossible, though. Not enough mental strength. Chapter 7:12, Leaving the Sanctuary. Damn. You know what's gonna be fucked? I don't think Mordred's going... not Mordred. I don't think Noctis is going to survive this nightmare. But I know Noctis is still alive. Because the swords break, or the daggers, or whatever the fuck they are, they break when the original wielder that's linked to the swords are broken. The nightmare spell's not gonna let a fucking diamond presence kill you. That's a fucking ass spell move. I mean, when you right. I meant they don't have enough will. You'd probably die by looking at Hope. That's what I thought too. I kind of don't like the idea that looking into the eyes of Hope would kill you. The spell is a little shit to mortal levels. Alright, 712. I can't wait to see the physical change Sunny goes through. I just realized there's been no background music. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. I can't wait to see the physical changes everyone goes through. I can't wait to see how annoyed Sunny gets when he realizes that Kai can, in fact, get more handsome. Sunny's never seen the sanctuary this desolate and hollow, not in the future and not now in the distant past. The sight of it was sad and eerie. He had spent these days training tirelessly and learning to control his new body. The latest transformation had not been fundamental as becoming a demon after living his whole life as a human, so the progress was swift. More than that, mastery over Shadow Dance made Sunny exceptionally attuned to his physicality and change. In truth, he did not need a whole week to achieve a goal, but practicing with Saint reminded him of his simpler times, so it helped him prepare himself for the battle ahead mentally. One of the last nights he had spent in peace, Sunny woke up suddenly, thinking he had heard a distant scream. He had rarely, or was it the vestige of a dream? Oh, Noctis is screaming. Oh, spoilers. Got it. He hesitated for a moment and then stood up, summoning the puppet shroud, thinking for a bit, as he also summoned the crow sight, wrapping his shadow around himself, and walked outside. Oh. Knock this. Knock this, buddy. Are you good? Oh. It appeared for a moment and then it was gone, making him unsure if he had seen or imagined the whole thing. Noticing his presence, Noctis slowly turned his head and smiled. Ah, Sunless. Sonny had grown so accustomed to the silent mannequins that he did not pay any attention after registering the presence position. The sailor doll was the same height as Noctis, dressed in the same best silks and wearing a gorgeous black wig. It stared senseless in front of itself with a glass of wine. Is he making himself? Is this motherfucker making a doll version of himself? What in the lies of P is this? What the fuck? Sonny hurt Noctis' feelings. Yeah, apparently. Well, we are going to unexpectedly attack the Ivory Tower, are we not? Surely the other train lords would notice if I suddenly disappear from the sanctuary, so I prepared this doll to make it seem like I'm still here. Do you really think this thing would fool anyone? Have you lost your mind? I mean, lost it even more? I forgot the last touch. How about now? Oh, Noctis. Oh, Noctis. You insane poor bastard. Doesn't give a damn about where you spawn in the dream world, though the first one's granted, the rest are not. Nightmares. Nightmares are fair enough, they made sure. The third one was bullshit. Oh, fuck's sake. Your hard work has paid off. Your book title will be recommended on Fresh Stories on date. Hey! We'll have to fucking see that, Quibs. We'll have to fucking see that, cunt. The sailor dolls remained motionless for a bit and then raised a glass of wine to its lips, pretended to drink. The liveliness was uncanny, but more than that, Sonny could feel that the real enchantment was much deeper than it looked. He could actually feel the suffocating presence radiating from the mannequin, similar to what he had felt from on the iron hand of the island of Noctis himself. Better than fine. It's very convincing. The third one was bullshit because of where it was. Even if the web novel offers me a contract, I ain't signing that shit, bro. That's a slave contract. 1,500 words daily. Yeah, fuck that. Even my uni mates won't fucking do that. Let's not speak about the third one, though. Not discreet, and then rose to his feet with a grimace. Once again, it seemed that something moved under his skin, but a second later, he seemed fine. Does Noctis have the fuck... Does Noctis have that corrupted seed thing? the fuck's it called? The thing that had Sylvain in the ship. Is that what he has? That's why he looks like so sickly and deathly. That's why like the surroundings are like crumbling down, like the ship. That would. Yeah, the worm vine. Well, if you tally the data, she was in Noctis's ship. Noctis has a good mind. I like Noctis. Noctis is a great guy. I thought a lot about what you've told me, Sonis, about wanting to return home. I used to have a home too, you know, a long time ago. There was a beautiful temple where my siblings and I grew up, being taught by the priests and priestesses. It was surrounded by a vast forest where we played and hunted. There was a lake where we'd caught fish and swam to escape the summer heat without a care in the world. A smile slowly disappeared from his face, his eyes shone softly, reflecting the pale moonlight. I returned to that place some time ago. But it was not. It changed. The temple laid in ruins. The forest had been chopped down. The lake had dried up. Everything felt unfamiliar and strange, like a distant dream. And for a moment, I felt like if my whole life was just a dream that I had dreamt, maybe I was dreaming still. He paused, sighed heavily, and then suddenly smiled and looked at Sonny. But hey, by then I already had it. The sanctuary that I had built with my own two hands. The people that I had saved, the land that I had tried to protect, the duty I made mine to uphold. This was my home. He inhaled deeply and looked around, enjoying the sight of the sanctuary. Sonny suddenly realized that the sorcerer was, perhaps, seeing it for the last time. His face grew heavy, and for a few moments, Noctis said, What I'm trying to say, Sonny, Sunless, is that you don't need to belong somewhere, or to something. You need to make something belong to you. That's how you can find a home. The sorcerer hesitated and added a proud look in his face. I mean, as a metaphor, of course. Sonny looked at him for a long time and smiled. That was a great metaphor. It was, wasn't it? Well, why wouldn't it be? I'm the most learned man in all of the Kingdom of Hope, after all. I don't like this. I don't like this. At that moment, they had passed between the mares and they approached the edge of the island, where the ugly monstrosities that Noctis had caught a statue of him stood. There were 14 of them, each lasted twice as tall as Sonny, and cut from a solid marble. He had not looked at the fruits of the sorcerer's labor at the first time, and was momentarily disturbed. If this was the first statue could be remotely called an image of a person, the rest of them, without a doubt, resembled terrifying abominations much more. They were giant and heavy, with talons, claws, fangs, spikes, and horns that made Sonny's own look pathetic in comparison. The giant gargoyle looked frightening, unsightly, furious, and each had mighty stone wings. Feeling uneasy, Sonny glanced at Noctis and said, "These are statues of you?" The sorcerer laughed. "Oh, well, I might have lied a little. They were never meant to look like me." With that, the sailor doll silently appeared from the darkness, carrying a heavy box that was wrapped in thick, heavy chains. As soon as Sonny saw the box, he felt his heart turn cold, and muffled whispers invade his ear. Involuntarily, he took a step back. What the hell is that thing? Is this the mimic box? Or is this his coin box? Noctis calmly took the box, which trembled slightly, as if something inside was trying to break free. At the same time, Sonny thought he had noticed the movement under the sorcerer's skin. The immortal Grimson said, "Souls. A few especially vile souls that I collected across the centuries." Sonny scowled, gripping the cruel sight tighter. "And what exactly you plan to do with those souls?" Noctis glanced at him, smiled, and easily tore the heavy chain, keeping the box shut. "What else? I'm going to create a few little helpers for you and your strange friends." "What? We're going to take on the armies of Ivory City and the Red Colosseum by yourself? By the moon, Sunless, I do trust your abilities, but what would oh my god, but what would people say if I turn out to be the only Chain Lord without an army? How would that look? Oh, such an embarrassment would simply not do." He opened the box, his eyes shining with cold moonlight, and the next moment, 14 terrifying stone beasts suddenly moved. What the fuck? Noctis has a high IQ? Yeah. EQ? You mean IQ, right? No. EQ. What? I'm going for a piss. I'm actually going to piss myself. Oh my god, I've drank so much. I am back from piss. I hate the fact the music pauses when the hair touches my ears. Oh, chapter 713, War Drums. My memory was correct. Chapter 712 was one of my favorites. Yeah, no, that chapter was great. I felt teary-eyed. I was like, oh no. Not this. Not this, buddy. The flying ship was moving through the deep darkness in the sky below, escorted by 14 stone fiends. Creating way to upgrades the ranks is so hard. I like how everyone else has got an army. Like an actual army filled with people. And Noctis is just like, you know what would be fucking hilarious? If I took the souls of terrible people, stuck them into immortal bodies, and made sure I have an immortal army, basically. Easy to break, hard to deal with. This dickhead finally got punched in the face. I love to see bad people get hurt. That Wembley. Yeah, that's Wembley. What the fuck? Oh, watching the Sidemen match. Right. All right. Shadow Mortal, just afraid. Just alt F forward. Oh, this is a kind person. Crazy too, but but kind in the end. I wonder how saturated every soul core is. Because how long she spent in the Forgotten Shore? Like 2 years? She must have a pretty solid soul core by now. Like at least 3 soul cores. Right? Right? That's be pretty good. Them some goodbye words. Yeah. Max, no? It's Max. I thought she maxed out like one of them. She was the top hunter. Three soul cores? Effie only has 1 soul core. That's crazy. She was full saturated by the end of the Forgotten Shore and near filled by the start of the second Nightmare. Oh, so she... yeah, so realistically, 2 to 3. We will say 2 and a bit now. Because obviously, to be safe about it. Only Divine Aspect wielders have other soul cores. It's bullshit. What in the bullshit? What? Sunny and Nephis and Mordred can have like 7 soul cores to fill out, but like Effie and Kai can only have 1. What the fuck's the point of having soul shards then? No, cause each filling of her soul core is still only like 1,000 souls. And 7 soul cores full of essence. Yeah, this system bullshit. The Divine Trio's broken as fuck. Yeah, apparently. What the fuck? That's so stupid. That's so dumb. What a silly series. By the way, I'm probably gonna end reading this at 7:15, cause I'm getting tired and I need to do at least one more like hour-long walk. G3 added an energy system and then invalidated it. Some aspects are just broken. A fully saturated Sunny with 7 soul cores needed 34,000 fragments. Imagine the raw strength at that point. Yeah. No, that's fucking... That's... G3, you crazy bastard. That's fucking funny. That is such a fucking stupid way to invalidate anybody that isn't, like, an incredibly high rank when it comes to, like, what kind of monster they are. That's fucking funny. Don't remind me of Elias. Don't remind me of Elias. That's before putting shadows in his body. Like, as Sonny grows, his power becomes exponential because of his core shit. You know what? I'm going to ignore chat for like a fat minute. Because, don't worry, it gets balanced out somewhat. Okay. Can't wait to see what kind of bullshit ass abilities they have to go up against. The Blood Blossom rested on the Onyx Armor's breastplate, ready to grant him strength. I forgot about the fucking Blossom. Oh, that's fun. That's fucking... God, that's stupid. I hate that Cassie kind of knows Mordred and Sonny been talking. Yeah, it was one conversation, but I kind of hate it. I hate it, and I love it, because I like the fact there's another person understanding Sonny's predicament right now. But I'm also like, just let us in. Just let us into the mindset, bitch. Fucking Christ. I want to know your thought process behind every action you do. No towers. Let's avoid giant showers in the future entirely. How does that sound? Effie is 2 people now. Alright, one more chapter and then we'll sit back and reminisce what the fuck just happened. How does that sound? Because it's getting to 11 o'clock and I'm tired. I know I said 20, but 15's good enough. Honestly, more than I expected to do today. Also, we're almost like 4 hours into streaming. And we're probably going to do another 4 hours tomorrow. So. As the silver circle of the full moon reached the highest point of the sky, a sudden movement tore through the darkness in the night. A clamor of drums and human voices, and a mutter of wooden ships flew forward, each vessel illuminated by the orange flames of the lanterns. Some had red sails, some had white. In the pale moonlight, they all looked grey and colourless. Don't think in this, Joshua. Oh, whatever the fuck chat's talking about. I mean, I'm trying not to, really. The ship rushed forward, seeming like a river of light. On the decks, human figures moved, feverishly preparing for battle. Oh, shit. The soldiers were drawing their weapons and knocking arrows on the strings of their bows. The fuck's the crown for? There's nothing wrong with copying for as long as you're trying to innovate. So, don't feel too bad about it, Quibs. Catch the armies of the Chain Lords unprepared. Most of the soldiers were still march of the Avery Tower. The formation broke and in disarray. It was not easy to unite two large forces, and Noctis had chosen the precise moments when the chaos was at the worst stage of assault. And yet it was still considerably... You look a little tired? I am. I've been up since like 7 AM, just doing shit. We got through 15. Well, technically 14. If we're doing 15 tomorrow, that'll leave us at 7:30. Which means the day after, we could just spend all day and all night streaming. I'll sleep a little... I might stream a little bit earlier on, what day would it be? Monday? Yeah, I'll stream a little bit earlier. I'll see if I can get like a 5 PM stream. God, my ass getting tired. Oh, the music sounds shit. There we go, that's better. Great pace? Not really. I mean, for streaming it, yeah, I would say great pace. Who the fuck is trying to add me? No. Go away. Someone called Annie Rose is trying to fucking add me. Fuck off. I guess for streaming, yeah, that's decent pace, but yeah, couldn't get the 20 like I wanted, but I guess that's what I get it for fucking around and finding out. Honestly, if you want to get past certain people, get past the feeling of hurting people, you remember they tried to burn your friend alive and make him get eaten by a dragon. My finger's still purple. They are. Chat delete the stream so much. I delete the stream. I got it at like 7:30. Or like 20 past. And then the dragon himself, too. Powerless for now. At least until dawn game. Glory, glory, glory. If I didn't look at chat, you could have maybe. Yeah, maybe. No, definitely. I would have definitely made it past 20 chapters by now. But also, what would be the point streaming if I'm ignoring chat? Where's the fun in that? We wouldn't get him... He wouldn't get through many chapters if he didn't have chat. We keep him entertained. There's that too. Y'all are funny. All the Discord servers I'm in are dead. I'm depressed. Same. The only one that's not really dead is my content creation buddy, Rex, who I've known for like... Six years? No, 8. 8 years. Shit. But even then, I only really go on the server to make like little podcast videos. Not even videos, they're live streams. And I do have Discord, I just don't have a server. That isn't personal, at the very least. Oh, shit. Not yet. I don't know. I'll make one out of 1,000 subs. Why not? I'll barely be in it, though. I'll tell you that now. I'll barely be in that shit. Noctis laughed madly, and as he did, the sailor dolls were already rushing to reload the engine. While they were busy with it, the sorcerer moved one of the oars, throwing his own ship into a turn. I wouldn't make my Discord server age appropriate. Anyway. I'd just be like, join. Then you should be able to. You'll be fine. And just like that, the battle that was meant to change the course of history forever started. The sorcerer's ship had an advantage in size, speed, and power of enchantments. And to reach its power, however, the difference was not insurmountable. Before the bow engine could reload, they had already been pelted by arrows and harpoons by the enemy. Get ready, my friends! Not that it's a bug on my side. Oh, alright. Well, when it gets made, I'll give you my Discord server. I'll throw in my ad in chat, and you can add it then. Again, when the time comes, though. Sunny Race, Morgan's Warp are ready to draw it through. He doesn't really sound confident in that one. I'll make easy work of those two. He lingered for a moment, sending the ship into another turn, and then added, "Do not worry about the enemy ships, though. If you are not careful, they'll tear my beauty apart in no time. Not to mention prepping you full of arrows." Alright then. What the fuck is going on? What? Noctis's face, which had already been pale, turned white as a sheet. He groaned and slowly turned his head, looked up with a stunned expression. A moment later, Sonny heard the immortal let out an ominous whisper. Oh, this is not good. Not good at all. A cold shiver ran down his spine. Sonny turned and followed the sorcerer's gaze, looked up into the night sky, and then he froze. What? The moon was disappearing? Huh? Also, we finally got to 10 likes. Fucking woohoo. Brooding party. I'm too tired to read. What the fuck? No, I said I'd leave it at I said I'd leave it at 15. I'm leaving it at 15. My brain is going to melt out my ass profusely. 11 likes. Woohoo. The fucking moon disappeared. What the fuck? The moon disappeared. Oh my god. That's bad shit. That's insane work. I just realized chat is nowhere to be fucking seen. Why? Why isn't chat appearing? Noctis got nerfed by the spell, IMO. Yeah, apparently. For no fucking reason either. Anyway, Noctis isn't the only one with aura. Yeah, apparently. Whoever fucking covered the sun blatantly has, like, loads of it. Just figured you didn't want it. Just figured he didn't want it. Noctis is the goat and fated hated Sonny. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Same time tomorrow? Huh? Same time? 7 o'clock? What a wild 15 chapters that was. Mordred finally reappearing. Sonny getting a little bit of development. Mordred finally... Not Mordred. Fucking Noctis getting some development. At least there's a stream tomorrow. At least there's gonna be a stream tomorrow and the day after. So there's that. What a wild time. Those were fun chapters. Those were fun. Thank you everybody for joining. Noctis don't have aura. The aura praise the gods for have Noctis. And the next 15 will be even better, sir. Ah no. 712 is gonna be hard to fucking beat. That was a great chapter. I was getting emotional. And nothing really happened. We think about it logically. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed those 4 hours. I can't stream 4 hours, that's fucking insane. What the fuck am I doing? When I joined the stream, I thought the volume was almost over. Nah, not yet. 2 more streams and then the volume will be over. It's only gonna get more intense from here. I fucking hope so. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Thank you for liking the stream. If you're new, thanks for subscribing, obviously. 4 hours a week? I'd fucking hope so. And I'll see y'all tomorrow, 7 p.m. British Standard Time. Like I said, didn't get any writing done, but it was worth it. Fair. Alright, later.